The morning classes felt like they lasted forever. Jenny tried her best to focus on her lecture, but the heavy fabric of Lisa's black hoodie was a constant reminder of everything that had happened. Every time she moved, the scent of Lisa's perfume filled her nose, making her stomach feel in a way she couldn't explain. When the break bell finally rang, Jenny slipped away from her friends. She needs a moment of silence. She walked towards the old wing of the campus where the water fountains were stuck away in a quiet, teeny little corner. The hallway was empty, the only sounds being the distant echo of students laughing in the courtyard. Jenny leaned over to take a sip of water, feeling the cool liquid smooth her dry throat. But suddenly she felt the air change behind her. Before she could turn around, two strong hands wrapped firmly around her waist, pulling her back against a warm, solid chest. Jenny gasping in fear. "Let's go, Whis!" Lisa whispering right against her ear, her low voice and husky. "Relax, President. It's just me. Don't be so jumpy." Jenny's heart hummed against her ribs like a trapped bird. She recognized that voice instantly. She tried to wake out of the grave, but Lisa didn't budge. "Lisa, what are you crazy? Someone will see us. Let me go right now." Lisa shook softly, her grip tightened just a little more. "Oh, so you were worried about someone seeing us? That's interesting." Jenny said, "Yes, obviously. If the dean or my classmate walk by, I will never hear the end of it. Now move." Lisa leaning closer, teasingly. "So, you were saying is, if no one was watching, you wouldn't mind me holding you like this? Is that it, Jenny? You like it as long as it's a secret?" Jenny said, "What? No, that's not what I mean at all. I don't like it. Now, Lisa, I'm warning you. Please, leave me." Instead of letting go, Lisa turned Jenny around in her arms, pinning her gently against the cool, tidal wall. She kept her hands on Jenny's wrist, looking down at her with a smirk that was both annoying and incredibly attractive. Jenny's heart was beating so fast she was so sure Lisa could feel it through the hoodie. And the worst part, a small part of her didn't actually want to run away at all. Lisa said, "You say you don't like it, but your heart is telling a complete different story. It's racing, Jenny. Are you scared or are you excited?" Jenny said, I am angry. You are being a bully right now." Lisa said, "A bully? That's funny, especially since last night, right before you fell asleep on my bed, you told me you liked my attention. You begged me to keep my eyes on you and not on anyone else. Was that a lie too?" Jenny said, looking at the floor, her face turning red. "I told you already I was drunk. People say stupid things when they have had too much to drink. It doesn't mean anything, okay?" Lisa said, "Is that so? Then answer me this. If you really hate this so much, why haven't you screamed? Why haven't you pushed me away with all that ice queen strength you supposedly have. You are just standing here, letting me hold you more and more. Jenny opened her mouth to argue, but no words came out. She looked up at Lisa, trapped by that intense gaze. She felt breathless. She was blushing so hard that even the tips of her ears were red. Lisa's reaching up to stuck a loosened stain of hair behind Jenny's ear. Look at you. You are blushing like crazy. You can act tough in front of the whole school, but here, in the dark, you can't hide it from me anymore. Lisa leaned in, her lips almost touching Jenny's forehead, but then she stepped back with a playful wink. Lisa said, I will let you go for now, President, but consider this a warning. Next time I decided to grab you like this, I don't want to see you resist. I want you to be honest with yourself. Got it? Before Jenny could even process what had happened, Lisa shoved her hands into her pocket and strolled away down in the hallway, whistling a tune as if she didn't just turn Jenny's world upside down. Jenny stayed leaned against the wall for a long time, her hand shaking slightly. She touched her wrist where Lisa's hand had been. Her mind was spinning. Jenny whispered to herself, I am in trouble, Anata? So Jenny walked toward her front door after school, her heart still racing from the encounter in the hallway. She felt like a different person inside Lisa's oversized hoodie. When she entered the house, it was unusually quiet. No one greeted her in the hallway. Instead, she found a small white note stuck to the refrigerator. Jenny, Lisa called us this morning. She told us you had a small accident and hurt your foot last night, which is why you stay over at her place. We are glad you're okay. We have to leave for our business trip to Singapore a few days early. We will be abroad for a week. Stay safe, eat well, and lock the door. See you soon, baby. Mom and Dad. So Jenny let out long sigh of relief. She leaned against the counter. Her head is still spinning. Jenny said, Lisa, you actually lied for me. An accident on my foot. That was actually pretty smart. She walked up to her bedroom and stood in front of the mirror. She looked at herself in the black hoodie. Before taking it off to shower, she pulled the collar up to her nose and took one last deep breath. It smelled like the club, but mostly it smelled like Lisa, the warm, spicy scent that made Jenny feel brutally safe. She closed her eyes and remembered the feelings of Lisa's hands on her waist in the hallway. She could almost feel the warmth of Lisa's breath against her ear again. Jenny whispering, I really need to stop thinking about her like this. She's just a rebel who likes to tease me all the time. Jenny got dressed, taking a long shower to clean her head. Afterward, she carefully washed Lisa's hoodie. She didn't want to return it smelling like perfume or sweat. She wanted it to be perfect. As she sat on her bed waiting for the laundry to finish, her phone buzzed. It was a message from Lisa. Lisa said, Hey President, did you make it home safely? Or did you get lost in my giant hoodie? Jenny said, I'm home and my parents are gone for a week. Thanks to your little lie about my hurt food. Why did you do that? Lisa said, because I didn't want you to get grounded. Plus, if you are grounded, who am I supposed to teach at school? It would be a very boring week for me. Jenny said, you are annoying. I was washing your hoodie now. I will bring it back to you tomorrow. Lisa said, washing it already? Too bad. I thought you would want to sleep in it tonight, so you could pretend I am there holding you again. You seem to like it in the hallway. Jenny felt her cheeks get hot just reading the words. She dived back quickly, her fingers shaking slightly. Jenny said, in your dreams, 101, I only wore it because I had to. Don't get ahead of yourself. Lisa said, sure, Jen, keep telling yourself that, but remember what I said. Next time, if I catch you, no resisting. By the way, sign your house is empty. Maybe I should come over and check on that injured foot of yours. Jenny said, don't you dare. Lisa said, haha, sleep well, Nini. Try not to dream about me too much. Jenny threw her phone onto the bed and buried her face in her pillow. She was supposed to be the ice queen, but Lisa was making her melt faster than she ever thought possible. So after a few hours later, the big house fell far too quick. Even though the users usually help their mother with household management, being completely alone for a week while their parents were abroad felt different. Every little crack of the floorboards made Jenny jump. She tried to focus on her laptop, but her mind kept drifting back to the 2 months rule she had set on her discipline. Suddenly, a sharp tap 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 sounded against her bedroom window. Jenny froze, her heart racing. Jenny whispered, please don't be a ghost. Please don't be a thief right now. No. She slowly walked to the window and pulled back the curtain. There, standing on the edge of the balcony with a mysterious grin and a brown paper bag, was Lisa. Jenny, opening the window quickly. Are you insane? You could have fallen. How did you even get up here? Lisa, hopping inside and shaking her hair out. I have my own way, Presidents. Besides, I knew you would be sitting here overthinking everything in this giant empty house. I brought these things. She dumped the bag onto Jane's bed, out rolled several packets of snacks and 2 cold drinks. Jenny said, I told you not to come over, and I'm supposed to be following a strict routine for my health right now. Why you bring this all? Lisa said, one night won't hurt, Jen. I know you hate being alone. You act all tough, but you were just a softie who gets scared of the dark and every noise, of course. Jenny said, I'm not scared of the dark. I was just working on my schedule actually. Lisa, sitting down on the edge of the bed and looking around. Sure you were. Is that why you were staring at your phone waiting for me to step back? Jenny said, I was not, of course. You are so full of yourself always, Monoman. Lisa laughed and opened a bag of chips, offering one to Jenny. For a moment, the breaking stopped. They sat on the bed together, the moonlight spilling across the floor. The house didn't feel so empty anymore. Lisa said, See, isn't it just better than sitting here by yourself? You look less like an ice queen and more like a normal girl when you are not trying so hard to be perfect. Jenny softly looking at the snacks. Maybe, but if my parents find out you were climbing into my window, they will take back everything they said about you being a good citizen. Lisa leaning closer, her voice dropping. Then let's just make sure they never find out. This can be our little secret, just like the hallway, and just like how much you actually like to having me here. Jenny didn't argue this time. She just took a step and looked out the window, a small hidden smile forming on her face. She realized that having Lisa around was the only thing making her 2 months resolve feel a little less lonely. To be continued.